Lizards 220k up. That is a harsh matchup. What do you get? Normally I would get a chainsaw and a bribe, but that's not an option. Against lizards, a bribe is not bad. With orcs, a wizard is not that good. But even consider 2 bribes and just foul Saurus every turn. Yep, let's do that. Might intimidate. Oh. Connection. Right. Maybe it'll intimidate him into conceding also. You never know. Yep, those games suck. And like I said earlier, it's really the fact that most of your die rolls are not close to a sure thing. So if your die rolls are around 50-50, it's quite frequent that you fail a large percentage or a very small percentage of it. Whereas if they're more extreme, then those luck effects will be much smaller. Have a good match. Let's foul some Saurus. I will receive, because I will foul first. Block. Nothing. Block. Nothing. Block. Dodge. Block. Diving tackle. 1, 2. 2 diving tackle. 4 block, or 3. And a dodge. He's made the same skill choices I would have. Well, actually, no. I would have given sidestep or diving tackle. This guy's got sidestep. And so, yeah. So he's picked some pretty sensible skills, which is a pity, obviously. Yep, it does suck. So I could get 2 dice on these blokes if I am willing to overcommit on my assists. But without a thrower, I do need... So without a thrower, I also need to conserve rerolls, right? So that's the thing. So I can get 1, 2 assists here. And then move these guys around. Hoping for a quick snap also. One, 2. Where's my other blitzer? Black Orc, blitzer, Diamond, blitzer, Black Orc, Black Orc. Did I just hire only 3 blitzers? Oh, fuck. Silly Sage. Well, in that case, I might as well make it Black Orc. Save me a movement and assist. Obviously, I'm not going to carry with the lineman. This is a bit excessive, but you know what? I'm going to go like this. They really need a friend here. Someone to get next to the ball before I try and pick it up with my big, clumsy, green paw hand things. So I'm not worried about dodging except by skinks, and skinks can dodge through anyway, so I might as well stand here. The problem with the skinks is really the speed, of course. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, I am being blind. Thank you, Kitty. I guess I just planned one to blitz with or something. This is a good spot. This is a very kind spot for the ball to land in. Let's start off over on this end. And it's good. Follow, yes. Ooh, nice. And then this one. Obviously, I'm giving up a little room here. Do I have a lineman? I have a lineman here who can foul, so I might as well already do this one. So it screens off a little better. This one is not good. That I think that's a stay because I need this assist for the proxy goal. Who does go down, but not in a very foulable spot. That actually, I can foul with this black orc because I've got 2 bribes anyway. But can I get the ball safe? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I didn't leave myself a player to foul with because I need all of them to cage with. That is something of a pity. That is because not fouling for a turn is bad. Well, I guess I could still go back after this. Go back here. Is this safe? Yeah, sure. I mean, skinks can do crazy skink stuff, but if they want to make a half die on me, I can live with that. I'll pick up that. Yes. Excellent. So now a black orc will foul a proxy core. Normally you'd never do that, right? But with 2 bribes, sort of a... No, it's not okay. It's not okay at all. Okay. The little ones that are hunched over... Yeah, so the ones with the claw thingies. Oh, that's actually... I didn't read that. I just read it after I said it. The ones with the claw thingies. Yes, exactly. So they look like linemen, except they don't have... The linemen don't have claws and don't have their arms up like they're about to punch someone. I guess that makes sense. I might just need new glasses, actually. And no, that's not a donation drive. The video card, though, that might be worth doing. Could have used me it of go turn deep armor break. Right, so he's getting connected. He already decided on some sensible plays before, or some sensible skill decision before. I think this guy knows how to play lizards. That is annoying. Although this is not a sidestep. I really need to damage him soon. The problem is with orcs, there's only one way to play. And playing them that way doesn't help against. Right, so I've got this guy's just going to stand up. I've got a potential chain push on this one, but really I would prefer to make that either a 3-die or a blitz block. That's not going to happen, is it? That's not going to happen, so I'll just have to power it for the... No. At least the Saurus gets a little shove here for now. Not getting the proxy core down is something. No, failure there too. So now this guy has 2 assists on him. One assist. Now this guy has 2 assists on him. And that's that. So this should be 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 7. We'll have to do it. And he doesn't. This guy is now demoted to marking. And I guess I'll have to blitz the skink in now, which is better than the other. Oh, I already blitzed. Yes, of course. He's kind of in the way-ish. Get a block here or there. This is a blitzer, this is a black orc. I'd rather get him. Yes, it's good. He's really fine being where he is, doing what he does. This is only 1 assist. This is no assist. It's also 1 assist. Worst position. Oh, I actually got one. So I'm still giving a very easy shot at the ball. Obviously this is not ideal. Now I could complicate matters with a half die on the proxy core. Risky. I'm not going to reroll it if it fails, but I might. Oh, it's good. Yes. So the problem is you want to be able to gank foul like I did turn 1. But if that doesn't work, lizards can outstrength you so hard, you really need a couple of guard to face them well. Like if I had 2 guard on this team, it would already be a lot better. But right now I really don't have the means to really threaten. And he does have an easy shot at the ball. To be fair, Lizardmen are a far superior team, especially with a couple of block on them. But this is not like... And he's playing them well. Good bounce. Good bounce. I like that. Setting up for a later surf potentially. Sense. It's actually fun to play against an opponent who kind of knows what he's doing. It's getting less rare over time because a lot of the rookies are either leaving because they think the game is too random, which means they don't know what they're doing, or they actually become more skilled over time. I think both of those happen with. So the fact that this guy is stunned really helps, although I would like to get one out for a bit longer period than that. So the good news is he doesn't have any guard yet. I'm getting some skink punches here. 2 die on this guy. Put him on the ball, please. But the fact that I'm happy about putting a guy on the ball when it's my receiving half, of course. Yep, that sounds familiar. It is random, sure, it has very strong random elements. But if you look at who wins tournaments on Fumble, for instance, and Fumble has a pretty high level of play. If you look at who actually winds up winning the tournament there, It's usually the same familiar faces. Oh, no 2 die because this guy is not. This is though. Yes. No, thank you. I will not reroll that 6+. Oh, next to the Cruxigore. Yeah, that's a nice spot then. Right, so this black orc can stand up now, which assists this block, which means even more players on the ball. Where will it go? Oh, thank you. Well, this is controllable. I followed, so this is still not a 2-down. Look at me getting happy over controllable when I should be in control already. And ball carrying with alignment soon. Stuns are not enough here. Stuns are subpar. But this is good. We can chain push now. Let's. So that's an assist. Follow that. That might have been a bad call. So I get to foul here, but then where do I get safe? And it looks a lot more appealing than it really is, because these 4 guys can't assist me. There's only 2 assists on the foul, which I actually get here as well, so that's the answer to my other question. I will pick up, hopefully. Yes. And foul again with 3 assists. Now if this one fails, I'm even more fucked than I already was. The foul does fail. Damn. I suppose I might dodge out. Well, if orcs have the thing is, the Saurus and the black orcs are not that dissimilar, right? And in this case, my black orcs don't have block or guard, and the Saurus do have block. That's the main difference. Orcs can get bashier. Orcs can get guard on even more players. Orcs have cheap expendable linemen, so that they don't get bashed as hard. Losing one Saurus is a big deal. Losing one Black Orc sucks, but you replace him with a Line Orc who's still sturdy. So you can get your wall back up, as long as you have a bench. And you have a cheap bench. So, I think this matchup, what makes it hard now is the fact that I'm playing over 200k up on a rookie team. And most matchups get hard when you play 200k up with a rookie. I mean, if you're elves, you just take a wizard and you're like, okay, I've got a wizard. Orcs are supposed to get a chainsaw as their inducement, and then a bribe in this case, which means I could actually tear through either skinks or saurus with some reliability. So the fact that you're missing your chainsaw... Orcs already have sucky inducement options, and the best one they have is the chainsaw. So if that one isn't implemented, then the orcs are getting even more nerfed than they already are with the rule chain. The blitzers come. So I'm a bit surprised he didn't blitz the ball with this guy. Could have just put a skink on there. Gotten a 2-die blitz on the ball carrier. No block, but okay. What a mess indeed. I wish I had a thrower. Half dash with block are actually pretty good things to do usually, especially if the opponent doesn't have block. You can even do them when you're in some situations. It's actually worth doing when your play relies on them. Turn 4, starting to get some breathing room. It's really like he's retreating here, which is interesting because he really had me at a great disadvantage, and he's now just giving me a lot of space. So I could block with his lineman. Actually, let's block with his black hole, because he's not going to be doing anything else. At least he's not pushing the wrong way here. This is not the Saurus you're looking for. You're going to be fouled. This is the Saurus you're to be fouled. Can I kill a skink? Let's do it like this, even though I could already block them. This way I expose him to a better foul option. And I also set up my defense around here a little bit. This will mean one go for it, I think. Unless I put this guy here. Yeah, I don't need to go. Do it. And it doesn't even cost me an assist on the foul there. No, this was and bribe number 1. Yeah, so the files aren't working, and when the files don't work, that really kind of sucks. So I am also going to find out whether this bribe bug is a visual bug or actually a real rules fuck up on Cyanide's part. If it's a real rules fuck up, it's just so stupid, because that means they've nerfed Orcs sideways hard, right? There's just no way, there's just nothing left for Orcs to do if you can't get a chainsaw, you can't get a bribe. Those are your options, really. That is correct, Shinzo. Well, not ejected for real, because it just used my first bribe, but yes. The pink outfits are actually kind of cool. So if you're playing as elves, these situations aren't that scary, but as orcs, there's very little you can do. You don't have the speed, you don't have the bashing power yet, because, you know, I started the game without Mighty Ball. And when orcs get like 8 guard and 8 mighty blow, they're a lot scarier, I can tell you that. But then your opponent gets claw homes. There's that. Yeah, he's placed these really well. He's giving me a very hard time to even get a 1 die or a 2 die. I will get a 2 die with Bust a Hemo. Well, maybe not. Fuck. Yeah, this is not good. This is a 2 die. Nearly a push. I will stay there. Doesn't really help much except free up this guy. Yes, excellent positioning on the Lizardman coach's part. So that's the thing with Lizards. If you position well, they are one of the best teams around. If you don't know what you're doing, they're actually not all that hot. But this guy knows what he's doing. Half die. Two die, no block on the skink. Hey, we got one, we got one. And now I have 2 assists. Now I can move forward. Well, no, I can't. I can block it. Something. I could move forward here though. Yes, let's do that. It's risky. Oh, this guy has dodge. That was it. Yeah, so that was kind of done with me. Didn't check the skills before doing this. Figured if I got him down on the 1 die, I'd have more assists on the foul. Because getting lizards out is kind of the thing to do. Ooh, look, the half die did something. Go the tiger. Oh, nice. Random armor 9 breaks are the bestest. And now I get the 1 die this, which doesn't work. I think I'll foul this guy with this line out, which means a dodge. Oh, I make it, yes.
Finish him.
Wow, my fouls though have been terrible. Block, block. Yeah, I might as well. Otherwise he'll do it. And he has better block results on his dice than I have. That makes more sense than it sounds like. If he blocks, he gets 2 dice, which have the POW push and the POW as good results. If I block him, he also gets 2 dice to choose from, but only the skull is a good result. That it actually makes more sense than. So I've got 3 turns, and that's not going to be enough. Probably. Now, if this coach didn't know what he was doing, I wouldn't feel too worried about the situation, but the way he's played so far, I think he might be able to stop me here. Boronat. Dirty Player is a good skill. It is as good as Mighty Blow at what it does. And down he goes again. You know what would come in handy right now? A goblin. Yep, yep. It's often the case though, right? Because the most average rolls are the most likely, and they're also just under effective. So sixes and sevens are the most. Sevens are the most common roll, and sixes and eights the next most common. So it does kind of make sense that you usually roll somewhere around there. But yes, dirty player would have been very nice to have. So if you can get your position strong enough to get your gang files to actually count, then this strategy will work. But if all your gang files fail, just yep, that's about right. Here, lecturing. So this is the ways you can roll 2d6, and you have 4 ways of rolling the rolling a 6 or an 8, which means 5 over 36, or 14%. My turn. This doesn't look that terrible. I can surf. 1, 2. Yeah, let's do that. Looks fun. Turn 6, huh? I guess I will have to rely on stupid luck passing play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe I can lure some guys away from that. This would be a 1 die. Problem is that the last block has to be from the black ball. We can then not pick up the ball in this action. No, I can't assist here. Yeah, let's roll random push. Aww, so sad. See, that would have been a casualty if it went into the crowd. Also, that's a flawed way of thinking. Come on, Black Orc, do your thing. Yes, your thing is done. I don't really need to follow there. Wow, I have had some good dice here too. Let's roll 4 plus dodge then. Wow. Good dice. Yes. Might actually have a shot at this now. Well, I guess everyone's had enough of looking at what 2d6 look like probabilistically.
Just do it!
So now suddenly so one thing that's good about the matchup between orcs and lizards is that as long as the saurs don't have break tackle, they have a hard time getting to you. So once you get past them, they can't really catch up. And of course the orcs can mark them very safely because of armor 9. Most teams, they mark saurs and then get killed. But with orcs, you know, you can mark saurs and actually live. Kinda, sometimes. I mean, armor 9 breaks. Just doesn't break as much. Do we have a blitzer around here? Hunter's a lineman. RNG God is a lineman. All my blitzers seem to be otherwise preoccupied. So that's not quite what column defense looks like, but close enough. I've got 2 turns. No! Pinky! Mock Leet is stunned. He's also rolling good blocks here. So whatever I do, he's going to be able to swamp me with Sphinx. And whatever I do, I won't have a real blitzer. At least this isn't a sidestep. So obviously I'm really exposing myself to a ton of skink here. I just have to hope that they fail their dodges somewhere at some point. Which is where dodging tackle would have really come in handy. So I could try and screen this, but really there's very little chance of that working. I'm better off just marking these and hoping that they don't get through from there. This is clogged up, so I can go here. I suppose if I go here, I'm not going to reroll this, because I don't know whether this is a visual bug or what. Wow! Wow, that is nice. Because if I can get on here, then I can then go here. No, I will reroll this and just assume that this is a visual bug and not an actual bug. If it is an actual bug, then fuck cyanide. Fuck him sideways. Sorry. I meant I'm not the the nasty cursing streamer that some are. Right. I'm actually quite curious though. So what happens if I foul now? Will this actually go to -1? Really, the silly kinds of bugs these people make, it's incredible. I mean, why would a foul take 1 from your reroll count? How do you program that to happen? By accident. Strikes me as weird. But then I'm not really an expert programmer, so neither are they. Yeah, that doesn't help. Good call, though. Just to not blitz the ball carrier, but rather get stuck in front of him. Yep, that's a good summary, Shinzo. I have the feeling he's also smart enough not to give me easy chain push option, which is a pity. Let's see what else he did. Maybe. This is starting to look more promising. I can move one guy up. I can probably get a 2-die block to make that happen. Blitz the skink. Don't even need the pow. No! Still interesting. I might be looking at a chain push block, 3-die, 2-die blitz. Yeah, looks like it. Did I make that 3 dice? Can he still score? Nope. So I block this guy off. I put him here. Then I blitz with this guy there. Yeah, that's the plan. This just needs a push. Oh, for fuck's sake. I actually had this beautiful chain push plan laid out for you guys, and it didn't come off. Yeah, I'm totally lucking here. That's why I'm struggling to even score on my receiving half. Salty Sage. Yeah, I did have 2 very lucky moments. But then I've also had a ton of disappointing fouls, which were kind of the only thing I had going for me this game. With 200k difference. So, second half. Let's see if the guy comes back. Halftime in an empty stadium. Here we are. No result that half. Probably save this. Why stand? Quick snap ball. Really no need. my symmetry is gone. I like symmetry. Yep, that's true. Yeah, well, it's very hard to perceive luck accurately, right? I mean, even if you realize that some results were unlikely, that doesn't mean that your opponent is winning through luck. I tend to make those kinds of rolls in moments when they no longer matter. And then when you make them, you're like, oh, cool, I made something. Like those half-die blocks I made. It's not like I needed them, it's that they were the best thing to do, with a minor probability of success. Ah, this connection thing is really annoying. Sorry, folks. Never had that before today. That my connection just flunks out like this. Well, good thing I didn't need to put up a strong defense here because apparently he has fame. So of course the right thing to do would be to say, oh wow, the luck has really turned my way now. But to be fair, if you're going to suffer from a bad pitch invasion, it's better that it happens on defense because getting scored against is the status quo. He has just one skink, but that's enough to pick up the ball. Really all you need him for usually. Ooh. Interesting. My 2 or 3 remaining players. Wow, that is a really fluorescent pink, huh? So, yeah, I might have a shot at the... Oh, wait. I don't have players. Yeah. Never mind. Yeah. When people's games go well for them, they consider themselves skilled. And when people's games go poorly for them, they consider themselves unlucky. And I have no doubt that I myself am guilty of doing the same. You know what? Here you just a stem. Alright. Well, in that case, I might as well go here. Tend to be able to stop skink with these guys. Black Orc, lineman. I suppose the lineman has a better chance of dodging. 4+. Whereas the Black Orc has a 5+ dodge. So if I make this, he's going to say, oh, you're so lucky! Completely ignoring the fact that, like, I'm missing 7 of my players due to the pitch invasion. Yeah, true. And they also don't realize that playing for a 5+ when you don't need it per se can be a good play. You know, and even when you do need it but you don't have alternatives, right? If I have a Saurus and I need the Saurus to blitz and he doesn't have break tackle, I can make the 5+ dodge. I can use a reroll to make it roughly 50-50. People also don't realize that a 5+ dodge with reroll is a 50-50 shot at stuff. Nice, Valenia. So he's decided to stall it out, which makes sense because he's been playing well so far, and good coaches will stall. And due to the pitch invasion, there's really nothing I can do about it for the next 4 or 5 turns, probably all of them. So yes, the Sage plays Orcs and instantly loses. Let's see. I guess I've got a 2+2 die here, that's not terrible.
I have had it with these motherfucking snakes.
Ouch. So I can do okay with Orcs sometimes. I've got some Orcs over on Fumble I can show you guys that are not bad. I do understand the concept of playing as Orcs. Let's see, these guys, they're fun. Where's the chat at? Yep, pitch invasions can be huge. Now on Cyanide you can't actually see the roles that underlie that, but it's basically because of the way the fame computation works. If you happen to have a +2 fame, then the probability of getting your players out is... Yeah, he's fun. He's a fun orc. I actually like the fact... So he already had Frenzy before he rolled plus Agility. And then I thought, well, it's too bad that he doesn't have Sure Hands, because Sure Hands and Frenzy really doesn't go well together. But I like him as a surfer. Strength 5 means you can actually surf some pretty scary players. And Strength 5, Agility 4 Guard is also quite nice, because with Agility 4 you can dodge to get where you're going, and with Strength 5 people have a hard time getting you away from there. Right. This looks about the way it did last turn, which is often the case when you're outclassed by Lizardman. And normally, if you're playing in a matchup between Rookie Orcs and Rookie Lizard, the one redeeming feature that the Lizards have is Well, at least they don't have any block to begin with, right? I've got 4 block, he has 0. That's what makes orcs kind of tick against lizards. Except these lizards have 1, 2, 3, 4 block and the dodge of their own. So that doesn't quite hold here. So I'm getting closer a little bit. Kill this skink. Kill this skink. Yes. Yes. No foul then. A half die is fine, but a half die without block, not nearly as appealing. Suppose I could go there. Make this a 1 die. If it happens to work. It does work. Look, 6/6. Oh, I'm so lucky. Stay. So he is a big target, though. People will try and get rid of him soon. He's seen the bottom of a lot of boots. Lizardmen are a good team. Especially in the hands of good coaches. You know, some teams, like Chaos, especially Clawpalm Chaos, can work in almost as well in the hands of a rookie as they can in the hands of a good coach. You know, the concept, I blitz with my Clawpalmer and I roll piling on if stuff doesn't die, is not that hard to master. But positioning well with Lizardman can really make the difference between a mediocre or a poor win rating and an enormous one. That's basically because Strength 4 is fantastic, but Agility 1 is rubbish. So you need to already be where you want to be by the time you're no longer able to move around. That's just... Yep, this is the right play. Because it means I'll have a harder time freeing up this Croxybore here. Freeing up from this Croxybore here. And even if I do, I can't reach this square. So I could get an easy 1 die on the Crox. Nice. Also nice. Yep, their movement is definitely... So that helps with the positioning part, of course. The fact that they can actually move where they want to go. Until they... So I could get the ball out. So ideally you want to move your safe plays before. The problem is if you knock the ball out of bounds, you really have very little ability. You have very little ability to predict where the ball will go, because it can go south first or north first and wind up just about anywhere on the pitch, really. So you really want to have your players in various places ready to run for where the ball is. So if you move everyone before you make that dangerous blitz, you could very well wind up with the ball that you could have secured, but can't anymore because those players have already acted. And that kind of stuff. I'm going to guess that's in this clip. So, very effective stall again. No result here. I will not follow up on the second block. Nope, nope, nope. Yeah. Come on, pal. Yes. Nice. Can I mark the wall? I can. I should. No, I can't. No, you fucking can't. No, killer orc! Killer orc! Live! He lives.
I'm not dead!
Not the most entertaining game to watch. A completed pass and a very important player. So completion, casualties, and MVPs basically. And hi to Valley. Frustrating. No reroll, no real shot. Anything really? And Orcs can't two-turn touchdown if their lives depended on it. Especially the loudest thrower. Yep. Well, if you're gonna lose, do it when you're playing 200k up. Right. And against a solid opponent, really. Ah, yeah, IT is intercept, correct. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm really looking at a 4+3+ here. Even that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. That's the play. It's not likely, but you know, likely plays won't save this game. This guy has got a 4+3+2+2+ blitz on the ball.
Push me, and
Oh.
then just hurt.
Wrong joke.
Push me, and then just...
Yeah, so I might be getting just a little bit tired here. Yeah, I don't like the thrower too much, and with agility 4, he skills easily. He scores easily, I mean, and he's worth skilling also. Yes, you make the hard stuff and then you fail to go for it. That is classic Knuckle, really. So after his comments, oh yeah, I can understand that your luck ran out, he hasn't said a word, right? He's dominated a half. Not a word. Yeah. So in theory I can 2-turn touchdown, right? I mean, I've got movement 6, that's a lot. So I'm going to try, obviously, even though this team is retired after this. Sorry guys, but I can make new pink orcs representing you guys. Sure. Let's put the black orcs here because they're not going to be anywhere useful a turn from now. And put these guys around the lines here. Seems I'm missing a blitzer, is that right? Yes, it is. This time it is really true. I guess I should go here. Yep. This is so going to be a 2-turn touchdown. I am so going to own this. Perfect. Oh. Oh, you gotta love that. Hey, Riot, we lose a turn. It is now turn 16. And that's that. Well, that was fun. Sage tries another orc adventure. Well, this is all for me for now. Thanks a lot for watching again, guys. And remember to sign up for the YouTube channel. Because when you do, I get to finally make a custom URL. And I hope to see all of you again soon. Later.